Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore will throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the option. Now the pitch. A ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Moore to the air. Steps away to find some room. He'll take a shot. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going for it all. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hughes.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Gonna run it. It's Hughes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Ducks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage in this defense.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Hughes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. With the catch, it's Simpson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
Fires into the Michigan. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to get the corner. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. One more play to pad the stats. These DBs going to give a little cushion. the play fake on first down. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like